you guys how to sublimate a baby blanket. This is actually going to be my first time as well. So if this is something you're interested in learning how to do, please continue to watch. Like this video if you learn anything, subscribe if you want to, and let's get right into the video, you guys. Everything that I use is going to be linked in the description down below, so let's do it. Okay, so for my baby blanket, these are the designs that I'm going to be using. I did buy this file on Etsy for only $1.38. That is a deal. So I purchased it, downloaded it to my computer, and then I'm going to upload it into Canva so I can design my blanket how I'm wanting it. So the blanket size that I'm going to be using is a 40 by 30 inch. So I went ahead and created a new design in Canva with the dimensions 40 inches by 30 inches. And this is how I designed my blanket. So this is just a draft of how I want my blanket to look. So of course the Minnie Mouse is from Etsy, and the Esme Grace, I typed it in from Canva. I just chose a font and I chose a color. These sparkles here are also from Canva. I just typed in stars. So this is my design. Now I'm gonna go ahead and print all of my images out using Silhouette. So this is Silhouette Studio. This is where I print all of my designs. My printer only prints 13 by 19, so I am printing each image one by one, but I'm sizing it how I want. So when I put it on my draft in Canva, the images were about 8 by 8, so I'm doing about 8.5 by 8 per image. So I'm just getting them all printed out right now, and then we can cut them to size and tape them on our blanket. This is the blanket that I'm using. I got it from Etsy from J&J Blanks. It's so beautiful. It's very soft, and it is 100% polyester, so it should come out pretty amazing. So I got all of my images printed. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them to size. You don't need all of the extra white here. It's not needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that all cut out. But yeah, here's all my pages, and it's normal for the colors to look dull like this. Once you press them, they're gonna be nice and vibrant if you're printing on the correct setting. So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, so now that I have all of my images cut to size, I'm gonna go ahead and match my images to my computer screen. So how I set it up in Canva, I'm gonna go ahead and place these on the blanket so we can go ahead and get it pressed. So again, here's my template of my blanket. This is what I'm gonna be looking at whenever I'm laying down my images on the blanket. I'm going to be using this heat tape to lay down the images. Okay, so I tried to lay down my images and it just wasn't working, so I decided to cut directly around the image so I had enough space to see what I was doing. I cut them all as close to the edge as possible, and then I laid them out exactly where I was going to press them just to kind of have an idea and to see if they all fit properly. So I cut directly around the image just like this. I guess I printed them too big because it's not going to be exactly like my template. The bottom layer did not fit. I guess I sized these too big. So we're gonna go ahead and tape these down, and then we're gonna press it, and I will show you guys the finished product. This is my first blanket ever, so this is a learning process for me, the sizing, so I will be sure to get it next time. Okay, so I have the first part taped down. We're gonna go ahead and get this pressed, and let's hope and pray it comes out great. This is, like I said, this is my first time, so let's do it. I'm pressing at 385 for 55 seconds. This is just what works for might heat press. Most people do 400 for 60 seconds. So here I'm just making sure everything's flat and secured down very well, and then I'm gonna grab a piece of butcher paper and put it over to protect the blanket. The colors look so good. I was very impressed and very happy about how well this looks. The colors are super vibrant, and that's what you're looking for if printing on the correct settings. I'm just gonna repeat the process. I'm gonna slide the blanket over and press the other part. And then here is where I messed up just a little bit. I reused the same butcher paper, and as you can see, there was a design printed on it. When I removed it, it is actually on my blanket. You can barely tell, but it's there. It's very light, so I'm hoping once it gets washed, it will go away. Then I continued to repeat the process. I laid down my images where I wanted them, taped them down, and then pressed them. And I obviously didn't reuse any of the butcher paper. I grabbed a new sheet every time just to prevent any transferring of ink. Here's a better view right here of the ink that was transferred. You can see it right by Minnie's bow. There's like a black shadow. But overall, the blanket is coming out super cute. And then I just continue the process. I lay down the images, tape, and then press. Lay down the images, tape, and then press. So this is the last big press for the images. All I have left to do after this is just the little sparkles that I had printed out. This stuff is super hot. This is a close-up of how my very first Sublimation baby blanket came out. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Okay guys, so that's how I sublimated a baby blanket for my first try. Everything went smoothly besides me sizing it wrong. I wanted more images on here, but I think overall it still came out great. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Like this video if you learned anything, subscribe if you want to, and thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I hope you learned something, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.